Well, I first think money. Money is the lubricant that greases the wheels to enable you to do things in life. That's all it is.
I think in our society, money is something that we earn, something that, oh, I make this much money because I am so competent, I have my degree, and it's all because of me, my talents, this and that. Mm-hmm. But really, money is something given to you by God. He's entrusted it into your hands so that you can take care of it for Him. Mm-hmm. So that I think it's really important to tithe because it's recognizing the fact that it's something that God gave you. It's not really something that came from you.
Everything that we have is God's. He has created everything and everything belongs to Him. And when we think about money, I think one of the most critical things about our understanding of money and the things that we have or do not have is that it all belongs to God. And as God blesses us, He says that our first fruits need to be dedicated to Him.
I think money should come in and leave, not in a way of throwing it out and being wasteful, but being smart with your choices, with your time and with your money allows you to maximize your abilities as a person.
I do have a sense of money. Like, I do know what money is, but it's those things are materialistic. You know, we don't need them to live for God. And if you're truly living for God and He tells you to give away something that's of worth to you, an earthly worth, not a godly worth, but an earthly worth, just get rid of it because God said so. And if you're holding on to it, you are denying God more access into your life.
But giving that back to God is trusting that He will provide for you no matter what, and you are able to let it go, because sometimes money can be a struggle for a lot of people.
It gets exciting when you get to give back.
God doesn't need my money. He's rich, the richest person in the universe. So I know He doesn't need my money, but me declaring and giving that 10% as a tithe in obedience is saying that my money, my priorities are actually yours, and it's responding in obedience to God and critical to live that type of lifestyle.
And the more freeing you are with your money and not under debt or paying interest, you're able to do more things for God in a more worldly, instrumental way. You can always give your time and so many things, but like the rubber hits the road, it's money that really is what people need, because that's the world that we live in.
There was one specific time I can think of where I was in need of some finances, and somebody blessed me with all the finances I needed for a certain situation. And honestly, my first emotion was just complete humility. I was just so humbled that they saw my need, it was so directly, and they just without hesitation gave to me. And I just felt so blessed. I felt so humbled that God would use somebody who I hadn't even expected to bless me in that way. And I also felt confident in myself that this person saw that what I was doing was worth doing, and that it was something worth investing in.
I was in a time of financial need, and I was actually without a job, so it was a bit of a financially difficult time. It was 1 week where things were especially a little difficult, and rent was coming out, and I didn't know how I was going to make it. And I woke up one day and checked the mail, and there was an envelope in there with my name on it. So I opened it up and found $600 anonymously donated. So I was totally shocked and totally humbled and totally thankful to think that there was someone probably in this church that was responding to a prompting of the Holy Spirit, and who was willing to sacrifice of their finances to be obedient to God and to bless me. And it was it was just amazing. It really challenged my perspective on making ourselves fully available to God, including our resources. And I'm so thankful to that person and how they responded to the promptings of the Spirit.